Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Chung, and for our fifth and final sounding board assignment, I would like to share one contrasting cultural pattern from one of the 9 cultural syndromes provided in our readings, and how that contrasting cultural pattern plays out within the Korean culture that I'm a part of. I've chosen to talk about the theme of tightness of the 9 cultural syndromes, and just from reading about it, about what it is, I can say that the Korean culture is considered as a tight culture due to the fact that, as I have mentioned multiple times in previous sounding board posts, Koreans place much importance and value on the idea of respect, as it is deeply rooted within various aspects and how we perform on a daily basis in our culture. For one, greeting our elders or people of higher status within society with a bow is seen as the correct behavior, whatever the situation may be, which is a way to show our respects to them. To add on to that, it is the norm that the one who is less powerful or young of age must initiate and greet them first, which is also another form of showing our respect to them. Failure to do so will result in being seen as rude and deviant by others. Another factor that identifies Korea as a Thai culture is that in restaurants, it is considered as the correct behavior to leave the last piece of shared food to the oldest person at the table, whether it is family, acquaintances, or colleagues. Since I haven't experienced the Korean culture as much from being born in the States, I don't quite really know as to why this is the case, but this act is seen as respectful and it is a very important rule in which we must be aware of. Another correct behavior found within the Korean culture is the idea of suppressing one's negative emotions in a given situation or context. For instance, expressing one's anger towards others, especially in the presence of elders or people of higher status, is impolite and looked down upon by others as it is a sign or it is seen as a sign of being weak. Koreans are criticized for certain changes made that is out of the boundary apart from the norm, with the most disapproving being plastic surgery. People within the Korean culture tend to do any means necessary in order to achieve the standard of beauty, as the way how one looks is judged more there than it is in compared to Western countries. With all this in mind, Koreans do their best to act accordingly by living up to these rules, norms, and ideas of what is seen as the correct behavior. All of these acts and the way in which we behave within certain situations are considered as the correct behavior, as it is performed or done in order to show one's respect to the others and to maintain the relationship between people. Although the Korean culture may seem different and odd to those who are not a member of it, all these acts in which we do carries profound meaning and significance as it has been passed down from history for generations. I myself am not too fully aware of what the Korean culture is like, but these are some of the factors that I have seen and experienced while living in Korea that classify it as a Thai culture. Thank you.